In the 10th century, during the reign of the Fatimid Caliph al-Mu'izz Lidin Allah in Egypt, there was a Jewish minister named Yaqub ibn Khalas. This minister engaged in a religious debate with Saint Cyrus ibn al-Makaffa, the bishop of Ashmount, regarding Christian doctrine. The minister aimed to trap the Copts, citing the words of Jesus Christ from the Gospel. If you have faith like a mustard seed, you will say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. Matthew 17, verse 20. The minister convinced the caliph to force the Copts to prove the validity of this gospel text, or else they would face severe persecution. The caliph ordered the Copts to move Mount Mokattam, a massive mountain located east of Cairo, as a test of their faith. The Copts were filled with fear and anxiety, but they resorted to prayer and fasting for 3 days, seeking the Lord's intervention. During these days, the Virgin Mary appeared to Pope Abram ibn Zara, the Pope of Alexandria at the time, in a vision. The Virgin Mary guided him to a simple man named Simon the Tanner, who was known for his piety and deep faith. Pope Abram asked Simon for help. Simon the Tanner agreed, on the condition that they all pray together in front of the mountain. On the appointed day, the caliph, his men, and the Copts went to the site of the mountain. Pope Abram stood with Simon the Tanner and the crowds, praying with deep faith. During the prayer, a miracle occurred. The Mount Mokattam moved before everyone's eyes. The mountain lifted off the ground 3 times in succession, and the caliph watched the gaps appearing between the mountain and the earth. The caliph was astonished by the miracle and acknowledged the strength of the Copts' faith. He then granted them the freedom to worship and built churches for them, including the famous Hanging Church of the Virgin Mary.